All right, November 12th. Welcome, everybody. Another episode of Stand Tall. We're on chapter 3 of The Art of War, verse 2. Diving right in. Here we go. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Let's jump over here to an alternate translation just to get some perspective. Master Sun says, therefore, those who win every battle are not really skillful. Those who render other armies helpless without fighting are the best of all. Cao says to this that the best victory is when the opponent surrenders of its own accord before there are any actual hostilities. Li Kuan says, overcome your opponent by calculation. Chin Hao says that when you do battle, it is necessary to kill people, so it is best to win without fighting. Jialin says, best of all is when your troops are held in such awe that everyone comes to surrender. This is preferable to winning by trickery, violence, and slaughter. Mei Yaochen says, this is a matter of disliking to inflict injury. Jang Yu says, if you can only prevail after doing battle, there will surely be many casualties, so this is not good. If you make it clear what is to be rewarded and what is punished, make your directives reliable, keep your machines in good repair, train and exercise your officers and troops, and let their strengths be known so as to overcome the opponent psychologically, this is considered very good. Overcome your opponent psychologically. Wang Chi says, in military operations, what is valued is foiling the opponent's strategy, not pitched battle. Ho Yangqi related this story. When Wang Po of the latter Han dynasty struck Chu Qian in sumo, he returned to camp after battle. His enemies regrouped and tried to provoke another skirmish, but Wang Po refused to come out. As Wang Po was having a dinner party with his officers, Su Mo's men showered the camp with a rain of arrows. One of them even struck the wine keg in front of Wang Po. Wang Po, however, sat there calmly, not stirring a bit. At that point, an officer remarked that Sumo was already at the end of his rope and would be easy to strike. Wang Po refused, saying, Sumo's mercenaries are from far away, and they are short on supplies. That is why they are trying to pick up a winner-take-all fight. If I close off my camp and keep my soldiers in, this is what is called best of all. So Wang Po did not let the enemy get to him. He didn't let anyone get under his skin. And the other reflections of being able to win psychologically, being able to be so strong that that your opponent is in awe of you. I think that goes to say something as far as your strength goes, your inner strength and your outward view, like your the way that you appear to the world. Um, and so that's why we're going to go over, and that's why we reflect on the Daily Stoic. So November 13th. Never complain, never explain. Don't allow yourself to be heard any longer griping about public life, not even with your own ears. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 8.9. I like where this is going. Not only do even the most fortunate of us complain, it often seems like the most fortunate we are, the more time we have to do so. Marcus Aurelius was a reluctant chief executive, just as you might be a reluctant accountant, soccer coach, or lawyer. Or perhaps you generally like your job, but you could do without a few of its attendant responsibilities. Where does that thinking get you? Nowhere, other than a negative state of mind. It calls to mind a motto of British Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli. Never complain, never explain. He said this because, like Marcus, he knew that the burdens of responsibility were immense. It's so easy to complain about this or that, or to try to make excuses and justifications for the things you've done, but that doesn't accomplish anything, and it never lightens the load. That makes me reflect on a time when recently when I injured myself, and it was an injury in my arm, and it was very concerning, right? Because of my job, I need my hands to do work and to do repairs and everything. And I was complaining a lot, of course, as anyone would be justified to do. But even I got tired of complaining about it, and so it was at that point I realized I need to just go see a doctor and find out how bad this thing is. And I think that's what the reflection mainly is just like Wang Po. We take action in our own hands, and whether we are taking the action to not take action, which can be the right thing to do, right? We have to, like we've talked about on these before, deliberate breaks, deliberately restful, um, and then just being so strong and stoic and so capable and strong within ourselves that others are in awe. That's the way that we stand tall. And so let's not complain about what life puts in front of us. Let's not complain about what others do. Let's just take action and take responsibility for what we can control.